Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna showcase the Ask Cyborg video. So first, not in the HTML, nothing simple. The H1 Ask Cyborg, it's right here. So then next, two BRs, two break tags, and then the input. So we input here. The input where you ask the question. Its ID is input, and its placeholder is question here. Here you can see this. And then the next one is the button, the submit button. It calls function check thing whenever you click on it. So then next is the second input. It's the output input. By that I mean that it'll give the output that Cyborg gives you. So then now we'll go to the CSS. Nothing much in the CSS, just the styles, H1 text align, and then the background color and those things. And next, the script. So for random, we declare a variable, another variable here, and then function check thing, the function that gets called when you click the submit button. So then string, we define string up here. String gets the element, the first input, document.getElement by ID input dot value. So the value in here, and then we go to this if condition. So if string.caret string.length -1 is equal to question mark. Basically, that caret is a JavaScript function, is a JavaScript built-in function. So basically, what this piece of code right here says is it identifies the last element. It identifies the last character of the text given here. So it says that if it is a question, and if the string is not an empty string, then it goes into this if condition. Otherwise, it goes into this else, which makes Cyborg remind you to put a question mark at the end. And then so next, Verdi. This is the variable of all the responses that Cyborg can give you. Booyah, sure, nope, yeah, dog, maybe, definitely not, do know, and definitely. So yeah, and then we define random up here, remember? So then random, we declared random up here. So then random, well, it does what you can tell from the name. Random gets a random number between 1 and 8. So between 0 and 8. So and then we make.
And also, well, I need to add on this serious statement. Math.floor, it rounds it down. It rounds the number down.
Yeah. So then, basically, it makes the value of the second input. It makes the value of that the D random. So that means the random element of the random element of the D. So say it says for example, say random was 0. If random was zero, then it would take the 0 with the first element of D. Booyah. So then it would display the text there. So then else if and let's go back to this if condition. If it does not end in a question mark, or if it's an empty string, it'll go to this else and remind you to put a question mark at the end. So then basically this is supposed to be like one of those fortune telling thingies.
Like you see an 8 ball. This is like the online 8 ball.
Yeah.
And also, one more thing before we sign off. All this credit goes to Sawyer, who's the guy who's mostly talking. So
please subscribe, like, and share.